What is going on, everybody? Scuf44 here, and it's been a month since I first unboxed my Vantage from Scuf and did my first impressions video. And you guys were asking me to do an update, how the controller is, the pluses, the minuses, and kind of just want to go over this kind of slow, kind of go into detail about everything that I've experienced in this month, and to kind of give a quick review and if I think this controller is worth the money. So I guess we're gonna start with the negatives because that just kind of makes more sense to me. The biggest problem that I've had so far is that when I laid the controller down in USB mode, so it's plugged into my PS4 and it's plugged in through the USB. I've set the controller down on my bed or my desk or whatever the case may be. Sometimes it loses connection completely. It's still plugged in. The little light on top is still on, like it's working. But then when I start trying to press the buttons or something, it doesn't work. So it completely lost connection. I actually have to undo the USB on the PS4, plug it back in, and then hold this button, the PlayStation button, down for it to resync and start up again. This has happened a few times in Call of Duty and in NBA 2K19, and it's cost me some games and it cost me some issues. It sucks. It's a really big issue. I don't know how that happened or why that happens. Haven't figured it out yet. It doesn't happen from what I've seen in Bluetooth mode, only in USB mode, which kind of sucks. Another thing that I really hate about this controller, the one thing I will say I hate, is that you can't turn on the PlayStation with this controller. You know, on normal PS4 controllers or every other stuff that I've had, if you just hold down the PlayStation button, it turns on the PS4. For some reason, with this controller, it does not do that. You have to turn on the PS4 with another controller or manually on the console itself and press the power button. And then once the PS4 is on, you can put this controller on. It's really stupid. I don't know why it's like that. It's updated to the newest firmware, still having issues with it, still doesn't turn on. The last thing I think, well, I guess there's two more negatives I will say. Every now and then you do hit these side buttons here on accident. The only times I really do is in first person shooters. I've played 2K and stuff, no issues there. But sometimes in Call of Duty, especially for some reason, when I'm resting my hand to press the top buttons here, I'll hit that button on accident. So in Call of Duty, I kind of had to remap it to make it work better, so I'm not throwing a grenade or doing something stupid. So that's one of the other issues. And my other issue I had too was these little stoppers on the back. I don't know if the camera is going to pick these up, but these guys right here that stop the triggers from coming down, they get loose really easily and fall off. Had the left one, I think, fall out a few times when playing. I don't know why it's so loose. I've put it back in and it falls out while I'm playing. And it's the left controller too, the left stick too, which is not the shooting stick. So I don't know why it's that loose. That's another complaint I have. The positive, I will say, the controller is built very well. Besides that, I love the weight to it. It feels great. It feels like you paid for something expensive. The buttons feel good. These joysticks feel a lot better than the traditional scuffs. They got this nice grip to it, and it's not coming wearing off like those other scuffs do pretty quickly. This one, I don't see any wear yet, which is neat. The vibration, like I said, those could come out, but I like them in there. And for some reason, the vibration feels better than they do in normal PS4 controllers. I don't know if that's just me thinking differently or what, but it does. It's very nice. I will say too, the USB stays in there very well. I've dropped the controller once and the USB stuck in there. That was really nice to see. They got this nice protection around here. The back paddles, all these are nice and clicky. They are really responsive. They feel more responsive than my Scuf 4PS. Don't know why that is. That could just be mental as well, but they do feel better. And these buttons here, the not the D-pad, the triangle, square, circle, and cross, those feel very good too. Overall, the controller is nice. It's nicely built. It's Scuf's best controller, I won't say built wise, but like I said, it has some aspects of it that bring it down a lot, and it's kind of disappointing. It's the stuff that could be fixed through firmware, and it still hasn't been fixed. But overall, I think you should buy this controller? I mean, if you're a big time PlayStation fan, a big time first person shooter, this might be worth it for you. But I think any Scuf would. I don't think it has to be this one for you. For me, this grip on the back is a lot better than the other grip on the other Scuf controllers. I just feel like it's more, keeps your hands better and you don't get as sweaty. I just like it more. Feels more premium. That's the one thing about this controller. Everything feels more premium at the end of the day. And for that reason, I do think it is worth it. The sound on this one coming through the speaker is very nice. It does sound louder. Again, that might be a mental thing, but it sounds louder than a normal PS4 controller. And the one thing I will add, what I do love, is how you can switch between two different games. So if you have like a different layout for like a 2K game or a Call of Duty or Destiny, you can switch it on the fly here, which is really neat. And then you can turn the mute on your mic from here as well, which is cool. And the volume is right here. All that is great. It's right in your hand, so when you're playing, you can just do it real quick with your thumb like this. That's great to see. A lot of great features they have. But like I said, there's a few negatives that really do bug me. And hopefully they can fix that with the firmware. Once that is fixed, I don't think there's really too much to complain about this controller. And then I do think it's worth it at the end of the day. Overall, if, you know, like I said, if you're a big-time gamer playing Call of Duty, 2K or whatever the case may be, this might be worth it for you, but any Scuf controller really would be. This one's just a little more premium. It does feature some pretty nice features there with the mic and stuff. Yeah, overall, this is a good controller. They do have some negatives, though. I might do another update in another month to see if this is still holding up. But for the first month and for the first quick review, yeah, it's a good controller. Is it worth your money? It's worth your money, I will say that. But, it is worth the money, but it still is expensive for a controller, obviously. But, yeah, I think it's worth it. Thank you guys for watching. Hit me up on Twitter, Scuf44, Twitch, Scuf44. If you guys got any other questions, leave a comment below. And we'll talk soon. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Talk soon.